Uno, dos, tres. Alouette, chante alouette. Alouette, chante plumaré.
Hey!
I don't think so. So, yeah.
Vincenzo's
We will
going to the secret
cut
workshop.
here and
You can
resume
only
here.
talk to him all alone. But
Okay.
where is it?
So we gotta go find his lab, right? So Dee Dee, for some reason, already knows where it is, even though she's only learned that that guy's her father tonight.
He travels all around the world.
Yeah, this is a lot of shit going on in one night.
Now we go this way.
I mean, 5 Nights at Freddy's at least took 5 nights.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not even, like, in one night. She learned that this was her real dad, like, 20 minutes ago.
Excuse me, mister.
And then we gotta stop at
Do you
this
know where
guy.
Mr. Vincenzo's workshop is?
Hey, mister.
Yep.
You know where his lab is?
Everybody knows where it is.
Yep.
It's by the big clock tower.
Everybody knows where it is.
But good luck
It's
getting
in your
inside.
ass.
No one's ever been.
Thank you.
It's in the big clock tower. Good luck.
Why are all the adults just shadows? I mean, I guess that cuts down on budget on having to make characters.
That's what I thought, and I also thought it was really cool, like, stylistically. And again, if at this point in the game, you're sitting there thinking, like, obviously, like, the streets break away to just vacant space. There's no way this is reality. This has to be like a memory or a dream sequence. It makes sense that the adults would be shadows, because it's not actually fucking happening. But then it turns out that this is all stuff that's happening. And the shadow thing is not explained whatsoever.
Do they actually have models for, like, her parents?
I don't think so. Well, they have 2D posters, because again, like, her mom's the nightclub singer, so we do get to see one of her posters, kinda.
Maybe I'm no good, Wilmer.
And I think I didn't show the collectibles, but I do think you see a photograph that has a very small, hard to see picture of her mom and her dad. But there's me going and collecting all the luminaries, which again, there's only 4 at this part. You only need 3, so why they included 4, who the fuck knows?
He's the mouse living inside their heads.
So yeah, we gotta break into this guy's lab now.
It looks like you've broken in successfully.
No, this is just the lobby.
This is a big mechanism.
Now, again,
I
this
hope
is
you brought some luminaries with you.
this is the guy's fucking lab, right? This is his workplace. This is the only way of getting to, like, his workshop. Which means every time he goes in, and every time he leaves, he's got to go through this fucking routine. Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it. Fuck, what is that game?
Mario
makes fun of
Brothers?
it. No, I was gonna say, think about it. Think about the people who live in the fucking, Resident Evil world. They have weird fucking
Oh,
keys.
yeah. Yeah, the Resident Evil mansion.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta use the bathroom. I better put this fucking bird statue back together.
What if you
I don't
really
know.
have to take a shit and need to do that? God, that would be the worst.
Oh, just have to know where. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean,
You'd have to shit in a pot just to move on with your life.
yeah.
Yeah, something tells me he's got a back door.
Well, at each point, as you do progress, like each new room, there's doors that unlock to the main room, I think it is. So in theory, he could just enter from the outside into one of the rooms, I think. But that's not where we chased him in, if you recall.
Yeah.
We're going through the path that we chased him in, so even if that's like he has a secret door to the outside normally, he would have had to have become a shadow person to do all this shit.
Well, he is a magician with a secret lab because magicians totally have labs.
Yeah, that's total normal thing, especially in 1830 or 1930. Sorry.
Fuck, you don't even know what year it is.
Well, you know it's it's got to be 1920 or 1930s because of the like Art Deco
Yeah.
style.
I know, I'm being a smart ass.
It sounds like you're tired of the game. Imagine fucking playing it.
Well, you're the one who wanted to play it, so what does that say about you?
I had said that this game looked cool in Game Informer magazine, which it did. See, there we go. Open that door. That didn't open to the outside, though. That just opened to the next room, or previous room. Do we have any other topics? What else has been going on in life? Other than disease and social unrest?
Disease and social unrest. I got an ouch.
I'm 6 weeks out from graduating. That's somewhat new.
Yeah. Is this true?
Yeah, 6 weeks from now, I will have mastered social work.
Oh, good. So you can solve this problem we're having right now.
Yes, I will solve all of the problems using shadows and platform puzzles. Oh, this part was
Looks
another
like
part.
bullshit.
Took about another 15 minutes because actually I think we're gonna see it here. There's no jumping shadow. When you do when you're in shadow mode and you jump across those pillars that are stuck in the wall, they push you out.
That's not how shadows work.
It is in this game. And here we're going to go jump on a poor janitor. I think this is where you see it. Yeah. Okay. That wasn't me pressing a button. I was just running across that. And then cut some of it out. Yeah. And now, collectible.
This game is putting me to sleep. It's lulling me to sleep.
Stay awake. How much time we got left? There's only about 20.
Years.
There's only about 20 minutes left. I can't handle this all on my own.
Kickstarter on this.
Hmm?
Imagine if you paid for the Kickstarter on this.
Yeah. Well, we showed all their names earlier. We were talking about something else, but we did show all their names, so all
Yeah,
you
that's
people,
true.
I hope you're proud. You got your credit. You got credit as credit deserved.
You inflicted this onto us.
Maybe you should have.
What are you doing here?
Here's the
Who
scene
are you?
of
How
just
did you get
blatant,
in?
like,
Through the big
verbal
clock.
child abuse.
You went through the clockwork? How?
All
Where
she's
you
trying to
live?
do is talk to her real dad,
Right?
and
It's
he
meant to keep
fucking
strangers
hates her.
out.
It's a very good puzzle,
Not good enough, apparently.
but I'm not a stranger. I'm Dee Dee. Dee Malankaya.
Oh. Your mother put you up to this, didn't she?
He thinks I'm doing my homework. I wanted to meet you.
Yeah,
I didn't
just
ask
make
for
her
a
fucking
trial,
cry.
all right?
You didn't
Wait,
want
she thinks you're
to
doing your
show?
homework? Bitch, she
What would
put
I
you
do
to
with one?
bed, you
I'm
lying
a busy
fucking...
man. My apparatuses
She put her
are
to bed
precise.
on top of
They
the
take
covers,
months to hone.
wearing
How would I have the
shoes.
time? That is what I told her.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Zoot,
I travel. I'm going on tour for 6 months.
all of that
Budapest,
stylized...
Istanbul, Calcutta, Shanghai,
all of that,
Ireland, with
modeling's
dukes
really
and
hard.
gangsters.
But I can help you with your
Oh,
apparatus.
well, no, there's going to be
I'm good
another
with
scene coming
puzzles.
up that
You can train.
implies
There won't be any trouble.
that
You
even her
broke
mom
my
doesn't want her.
left-handed induction coil. That took
Jesus.
me a week to do.
It's real.
Sorry.
I
Like,
told your mother all of this years ago. What is her
you're-
phone
I mean,
number?
be happy that you weren't able to
This
hear
is what I'm talking about.
um,
This is what I can't have.
the girl's voice because,
Your mother cried every
unfortunately,
week.
like, the voice actress they got for Dee Dee is extremely annoying.
You're better off
Um,
with Kat. A little girl
but I'm
should be
gonna-
with her mother.
I'm going to say something controversial.
All right.
What?
Do you want
Even
to come to see my
annoying
show?
children do not deserve to be
Well, here's 2
abused
tickets
by
in case you
every
change your
adult in
mind.
their life.
Hey,
Oh no, totally.
Let's get
That's
having
not
fun.
controversial at all.
No, I think so. I think the makers of this game think it is.
Well,
Okay.
another point for why I'm not a huge fan of these people.
So what are we doing now?
You're meeting Dee Dee backstage. And apparently Dawn doesn't think she's fucking annoying. Dawn still hangs out with her.
Here's where it starts getting even more strange. If Dawn is Dee Dee's imaginary friend, how is Dawn existing apart from Dee Dee?
You're telling me you're meant... Well,
What do
wait,
I
you
do
don't
with
fucking
you?
remember your childhood. Never mind.
Lock you up? Put bars on the windows?
No, but that whole scene should have
I
been
can't
from
stay
Dee Dee's
home all
perspective
night and
then.
watch you.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not one
Apparently
of those
Dawn
savages
has a
who punch out
consciousness
5.
somehow,
I'm a
being an
rising
imaginary
star,
friend.
right? Did
So now we
Johnny know
see
about this?
her mom
'Cause I'm gonna kill him.
scolding
I just wanted
her,
to talk to Vincenzo.
I never should have let him back.
telling her daughter that she's going to kill her husband because he's trying to win her back. And we get to see the amazing Vincenzo's act. Like all magicians of the day, he has Tesla coils that don't work.
I knew it. I knew this
And
was
now
another
you have
one
to
of
fix
Johnny's
them.
pipe dreams. You
Yes, we
screwed
just
up
need to get a
again,
spotlight
didn't you?
on him.
Johnny, what's going on? Is this part of
We
the
are
show?
we are getting
I got
close
it.
to the end of the
They're
game.
getting antsy. They're gonna want their money.
Predictability is
You
predictable.
can't pay us.
Now, what would
It's
be the
all under
best
control. I
way
just gotta go find a spare ball. Fuse.
to get a
Why
spotlight
can't he get
back on a
right?
stage?
We're gonna have to fix this one too.
Point the spotlight at the stage.
When we have like those luminary fuse things on us.
Just stick it up there.
Nope, we're going to the lighthouse.
Oh, fuck your mother game.
Remember that
So-
lighthouse? Remember that really important lighthouse that has been a part of this game this whole time?
There's a lighthouse in this game?
Apparently.
Oh, okay, cool. Glad we established that.
Is it obvious now that this, the creator of this game used to work for the company
is a
that made
weird
one of the
lighthouse.
Bioshock games?
Do you think
Yes.
it's some kind of science lab? It reminds me of Vincenzo's workshop.
Now we have to get this lighthouse to work.
I
You
think
just
this is
used
what
a
lights up so
spotlight.
it's there.
That's
Let me see if I can
the
fix it.
fucking circuit. Just take the spotlight from the fucking puppet
Just-
show.
This is what I was saying before. At this point in the game, so we've got about, I can't do the math,
10 minutes left.
it's a little bit more than that. It's closer to like 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
The other half of the collectibles are in these last 15 minutes.
Awesome. Ugh.
Like, how's that for pacing?
Pacing, what's that?
And this is this part is pretty much all puzzles too, which is nice. I mean, it's good for a let's toast to if Kasey was not falling asleep.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
Have you heard of Yandere Simulator?
Yandere Simulator. No.
Oh, it's kind of interesting. Oh, how to explain
Like
it?
milk dairy?
No, like, do you know what a yandere is?
No.
Okay, so a yandere is an anime trope
Okay.
where, like, the girl is in love with a guy to the point of, like, she seems really, really normal, but she's fucking crazy.
Wasn't that kind of the Doki Doki Literature Club?
Yes! I believe the
Okay.
main girl in that is technically a yandere.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so what Yandere Simulator is, it's a game that's in development, has been in development for, I think, 6 years now.
Yeah.
And it's done by this one guy who calls himself the Yandere developer. Yandere dev, sorry, he's Yandere dev. And I was kind of watching it because it seemed like a really interesting concept. Now I've hit the point where, like, the game is trash.
Yeah.
is going to be trash. There's no way with all the stuff that he wants to do with it is it going to be functional and fun for people.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to... You know what Persona is, right? You know the
Persona.
Persona games?
I've never played them, but I know of them.
Same here. He's combining that with a Hitman game. But instead of bringing Persona elements to a Hitman game, he's bringing a Hitman game to a Persona game. Which is just not gonna work.
So, wait, collectible. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
point this out. Keep going. And you can see in the corner there, the sparkles that there's a collectible there remained. So even the fucking developers were getting tired at this point.
But like, he's come up with all this. Or he's pretty controversial, and like I still just follow the development of the game just for like the entertainment
Collectible.
Yeah.
I'm still listening. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
announce these as they happen.
So it's very interesting to kind of see how he's like. It's a game that's never going to come out, and if it does, like, it's going to be trash.
Right.
The idea was cool, and there is just way too
Collectible.
much shit now.
So
It's like,
that was kind of the problem that Duke Nukem Forever had, right? It had been built up for so long that there was no way that the final product could ever live up to the hype.
well, here's the thing. He's got betas. You can play, like, they're debug sandboxes, basically. So you can play some form of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's supposed to be you go through 10 rivals to win your senpai.
Oh, gotcha.
And, like, that you can get rid of them different. Like, what I got interested in is, like, yeah, you can murder them, but you can also get rid of them, like, you can get them expelled from school. You can do
Collectible.
matchmaking. Like, you don't necessarily have to kill them.
Right.
And it's just hit the point where apparently he's not a particularly good coder. I can't speak on that because I don't know shit about coding.
Right.
So for me to judge somebody's coding is just asshole-ic on my part, and I'm not going to do it. But apparently
Well,
his...
you know what? No, because I don't know shit about platforming, and this game fucking sucks. Collectible.
Yeah. Well...
Wait. Collectible. That's 7 fucking collectibles in this very last game level so far. 7. That's half of your fucking collectibles. I'm not a programmer. I know that's shitty game design.
Well, I think it was for... But, like, here's the thing with Yandere Simulator and Yandere Dev, and just kind of... I've been watching the development, and he's got the first rival almost completely done.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to be in the game soon. And this rival has a companion character walking behind her at all times. That you
Okay.
cannot distract. You cannot use any of the game functions to remove this character. So it's like...
Did they do anything?
No, well, they're a walking bodyguard, essentially.
Okay.
You can't kill her. You can't... Like, you can't kill her. In a Hitman game, you can't kill the bodyguard.
There's just a pile of sparkles that's either going to be a collectible or something to pick up, but they didn't fucking put anything there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so...
That's what I just like. I just love the fact in this game, like, this is the very end of the game, and you could tell that even the programmers were fucking just sick of the game at this point.
They finished
Like,
it out of obligation, not because they wanted to.
Yeah, but even like the beta testers were just like, whatever. These fucking glitches at the end aren't big enough to worry about fixing. Just whatever. We're done. We don't want to play this anymore.
Nobody's gonna see it. That was what the thought process was.
Could be.
Nobody was gonna get this one. We already have their money. We're fine.
Yeah. Oh, be careful what you kickstart. I suppose is the lesson there.
Yeah. But so it's very interesting to kind of watch this development and just watch, like, if you don't watch every...
I will say at this point, I did save. I did keep in some of my fuck-ups because even I got sick of, like, editing them out, and like the restart part was so quick. So it is kind of funny, like some of the jumps and stuff like this, because it's just the character throwing herself off of cliffs or these jumps.
She's just dead.
Mm-hmm.
She's over it. But so like what I find very interesting about
there's
like
me with can't not get in that fucking right at the peak, so I just slide off.
Covered it down. Yeah, so it's very interesting to kind of like watch this development and kind of realize that like, oh shit, if this game does come out, it's gonna be fucking awful, and that kind of sucks. Like, the concept was cool. But like, the fact of the matter is, like I said, well, if you haven't been watching if you haven't been a member of the watching the development for the whole 6 fucking years,
mm-hmm.
you're not going to know what to do anything, because you have to know the rivals. Like, all of the plans take the whole week. You have a whole week to eliminate your rival, right?
Yeah.
So the rival only shows up the week that they're the rival. They don't show up earlier. Yeah, I saw that.
Dawn just jumped to her death rather than finish the game.
Like, fuck this shit.
So close, though.
So, but yeah, so the rivals only show up the week that they're going to be eliminated, that you have to eliminate. Mm-hmm. They don't show up before. So it's not like, and they're like, you can do plans to get rid of them, but you have to know about the plans ahead of time?
Alright, we only got 7 minutes left, so wrap this up so we can talk about something else.
It's really, really not functional.
Your dairy simulator is going to be shit.
Yeah, is the short version of this discussion, because there's like no way for a new player to know anything if they haven't been watching the videos.
I missed you so much.
Gotcha.
And there's nothing to figure out on your own.
Right. Now, keep in mind, at this point, it has been established that this lighthouse exists in reality. This is a real lighthouse that we are climbing, and this is the last part of it.
I think somebody forgot what their plan was.
I just feel like nobody knew what they were doing. Like, everybody was working on a different part of this game, and there was no communication between each other. Then we go over here, we put the fucking things in, or I don't even think we put things in. We just turn on the lighthouse. We're wrapping up the story here too. So we turn on the lighthouse, we point it at the stage, and then we get this final bit. Oh no, we gotta go back to the stage first.
Yes, because this 5 seconds of walking.
Right, because even though the light's on him now, he has got to wait for us to show up. So now here's the magician,
Got the lights on. We'll talk about this.
who apparently, like, genuinely
named Albert Einstein
has links,
that our universe may not be
like
the
portals
only
to
one.
other dimensions
There may be infinite others, each slightly different.
through that
from
machine that we used to get into his workshop, but like a model of that machine and not the actual machine.
We are shadows.
Fuck?
This appears to you to be an ordinary box.
And then he,
But it is actually
like,
what we
absorbs,
call
or not absorbs, but introduces
Suppose I open it, not in the 3 dimensions we live in,
Tesseract
but along its 4th dimension.
to bring forth.
I can take out surprising things that are familiar. And
Sorry, I was a
use
little bit early on that one.
strange.
To bring forth a weird, like, thing, troll creature. And if you were be like right now, the audience is going,
what seems familiar
woo,
may be dangerous.
and then he says like, oh, it's dangerous, and now the audience starts screaming because he created a really tiny monster
What
that
you
maybe is
don't
bigger
know
because it's closer, and then he
hurt
kills
you.
it, stabs it
What
twice,
frightens you can also turn into something of
and
surpassing beauty if you
now it flies.
understand
What the fuck is happening? Like,
it. Thank you.
Right?
Thank you very
That
much.
was expected.
Goodbye.
And that's his act. That's the end of his act. And he blinks out of existence.
I don't even think the game designers knew what the fuck they were doing.
Like, somebody wrote that. Somebody was like, I know how this game should end. That. And they wrote that.
So here's a question, Zoot. Are you now going to play We Happy Few for our next Let's Do?
Well, it's not going to be for the next one, no. I've been considering it. I'm waiting for it to go on sale.
You're up
But
to
I'm
something.
fucking... Oh, so now we meet up with Mom and Dad.
I really tried.
Shadows. We don't meet
Mom
up
was
with
right.
them, actually.
I made a lot of promises I couldn't
Dad is
keep.
like
What's with you?
upset
Without you,
because his
I'd be in
circus
the
was a
river.
success.
Watch out, Daddy.
I
or
nearly got
something?
you hurt, kiddo.
But no, so like
What
now
is
Dad
it?
knows
Right
that
today?
Dee Dee fixed his entire circus somehow.
Fuck you,
And
Don.
supposedly they had that conversation on the lift, but this is a loading screen, by the way. That wasn't just me doing nothing. We're gonna chase her around
Enjoy the
here,
show?
and then there's
I want you to meet the little girl.
now
who
she's
turned the
holding
lights
up a
back on.
lantern.
You made the lighthouse work?
I fixed the puppet
So
show.
it's
too.
suggested that she's
And
making
pirate
this
ship.
You fixed
happen.
the pirate ship?
It was only a
So
little
shadow
broken.
people.
See? She's almost as smart as you.
But now he finds
Of
out
course she's
that
brave,
she's the
too.
one who fixed
What's
it.
that
In the
supposed to
very
mean?
previous
That
scene, he
you're
was like,
rich,
none of this would have happened
famous,
without you.
and afraid of a little girl.
And he was
What
like,
would you have me do?
hey,
Mr.
magician, you're her
Fennis?
real dad.
Take her on
Why
my
don't you
world
take her
tour,
with you?
Take her to Shanghai and Istanbul and those other
And he's like,
13
I'm going to
dangerous
fucking
cities.
dangerous
Some
places.
sort of apprentice?
She belongs with
Is that
you.
what you came here to propose?
Daddy, no.
I don't know, just
He goes,
Dee Dee
No.
deserves better. They
me?
both
I'm a
deserve
fuck up.
better. They need you.
I think they need you.
You're better off without me.
Walking calamity.
And then
No,
magician
Daddy,
You
goes,
risked your life.
I
to
think
be with
they
her.
need
Johnny,
you.
what did you do?
He nearly got himself killed to get you back. I wouldn't do that
what?
for anybody.
The
But I'm just
fuck
gonna
was the
keep
point of this
screwing up.
scene?
I
What was
can
the
help you
fucking
fix
point of
it.
any of this?
Would you take me back?
Alright, so it's
For
not
good?
So
Shakespeare.
she reunites her family. Her dad who is in with the mob,
Would you like to see
her
my
mom who
workshop?
doesn't want her,
Again?
and then her abusive real dad
I
is
bet
like,
you
all
go
right,
to
we can hang
Shanghai
out.
on your own steam.
But how?
Oh, you'll figure
By the
something
way,
out.
I've got
After
this
all,
interdimensional portal
you are
thing,
my daughter.
and you're my real
How'd you do
daughter.
that? I thought
He's
my
not a shadow
dad could do
anymore.
that.
It's been a
I thought
long
only
time,
Dawn could
hasn't
do
it?
that. He says,
Thanks
hey Dawn, it's been a
for
long
taking
time,
care of
hasn't it?
Dee Dee.
Thanks for taking care of her. The end.
Wow, that was a sequel hook if I've never seen one.
Now this
It
is
was-
the speed. I just want to point out, this is the speed that the entire credits go. I sped them up. The credits were like fucking another 10 minutes in the original video.
Oh my god.
So Compulsion Games, you're like a 2.5 hour playthrough, like 10 minutes of that was credits. And then like another fucking 45 minutes or whatever it was loading screens and bad platforming. This fucking game. This is me now speeding them up in Adobe Premiere. It's a good soundtrack though, and it is kind of a shame that you are not able to hear it as we're doing this recording, because I do think you would appreciate some of the songs.
Well, don't worry, Zoot. I always re-watch these.
Do you?
Yes.
You a dedicated fan for Let's Toast To?
Well, I want to see how big of an idiot I sound like.
And that was it. There we go. I'm going to cut that screen out. That was it. So let me bring up Skype.
That was painful. That was really painful. Because it feels like it was only put together to be the sequel to to be the sequel hook for a different...
I would say that is the definition of a game that stops at the idea stage.
Yeah. Like, this game was dead on arrival. Like, what they should have done, it'd be, like, have her be in a fucking orphanage, don't even bother with the two other sets of parents, and it's her looking for her father or something.
Oh my god. The amount of potential what they could have done. But why even make it so that it's not an imaginary friend?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could keep the imaginary friend element, but...
That's what I'm saying. In the actual game, it was not... Dawn was real. Like, she wasn't imaginary. She was a woman, an acrobat that was hopping in between dimensions. That was somehow connected to that fucking magician. Yeah. Compulsion Games. What the fuck? Especially Guglielmi Provest.
I'm now confused on why anyone would rate that 9 out of 10.
Well, that's for the Steam players, isn't it? They're really, really into Art Deco.
Well, I mean, I like Art Deco as much as the next... Well, probably more than the next person did I think that, but shit.
Yeah. It certainly was. But it's been, oh gosh, about 6 or 7 years since I first learned about the game, and I've been interested in it and wanting to do a Let's Toast to for it. Because I do think it like I said, like it's a never got past
concept.
It never got past the idea stage, but I think the idea was good.
Yeah, it's interesting concept, poor execution.
Yes. But God, was it just like terrible? I'll excuse the platforming because they were so low budget. But that fucking story was inexcusable.
Yeah.
But, let's see here. We were at almost 2 hours. You want to stretch out 2 minutes, or do you want to, call it a night?
What do you mean stretch out 2 minutes?
Making it even 2 hours.
I can't come up with anything. I'm good.
All right. Well...
I haven't had dinner yet either, so, I'm hungry.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I made sure to get an Impossible Burger before we started. All right. Well, in that case...
Wait, if it's impossible, does it mean it's made of dawn?
Yes. Oh my god, it was a Shadow Burger.
So did you really eat anything, Zoot? Zoot, I feel like we're getting too mad. I don't know if I can handle it anymore.
I had a burger from another dimension. Oh dear God. Oh dear God.